Welcome to the Guilty Mum edition of Geriatric Mums. We all feel like bad mums sometimes, and that's because we are human. That's why at the end of each episode we share our guilty mum moment for the week, and it's not really been hard to come up with these guilty mum moments. So we hope you enjoy this special episode of our best and worst mum fails. Cheers. Can you see this? It's a little key ring of with a beer jug on it. And to be fair, Mia got this from the pier. One of the staff gave it to him, and he was like, I want to put this in my book bag and take it to school.
Okay.
I mean, obviously I didn't let him, but I mean, look at but look, the beer's kind of like, you know.
It's got bubbles and everything.
Yeah. How cool is that? No wonder he loves it. It says Brighton there.
Oh, it's lovely.
Brighton beer. Ching ching.
For about a week now, Noah's been coming to my bed in the morning, sort of like 5ish, saying that he's really cold, and I've just been like, oh, come on, just stay in your bed, you know, Elf is watching. And then this morning I went into his room and it's freezing cold. His heating is not working, the radiator's not working in his room. So yeah, so I feel a little bit bad. But he hasn't got pneumonia yet, so we're gonna sort out the heating in his room. I thought you're just gonna persevere and not put the heating on. Just put a jumper on. Come on.
The first parents' evening this week. I forgot. It's just slipped my mind. And Ben called me like 10 minutes before the parents' evening. He said, "Where are you?" I'm like, "I'm at work." Why? It's like, well, you're supposed to be at parents' evening. So I jumped into a cab and said to the taxi driver, drive! Get like there! In a movie. And the taxi driver's like, well, the traffic's really bad. Which way do you want me to go? And I'm like, you the taxi driver, go! So, yeah, I was there 5 minutes late. I can't believe his first parents' evening. I mean, I'm sure there's many to come that I'm going to forget. But you would think that I would have remembered the first one.
Mummy fail just happened about 20 seconds ago when Noah came to the park bench and saw that there was there's like somebody's beer bottle on the floor, and he came and he picked it up, and then of course I'm here with the hand sanitizer straight away, and he's like, I'm sorry mummy, I thought that was your bottle.
You know, you have in a toilet you have the brush for, you know, cleaning the toilet bowl. So obviously Mia's seen us using it, and how he's taken it is that, you know, when you have a poo, you brush it. So I was like, why is our toilet brush always covered in shit? And it's been because he's been, bless him, trying to
Clean the town.
Yeah.
Full of poop. Oh.
So, but he was like, obviously he was trying to be helpful. So I was like, you know, Mia, can we have a little chat? And I was like, you know, you need to flush it, and then you can kind of empty toilet bowl. You can use the brush, and he was like, all right then.
I'm so bored of cooking 2 meals a day at least, plus snacks and breakfast and everything. So, you know, we've taken some liberties, and also I've been quite happy with Mia trying new food. So he's gotten really into cocktail sausages. So there's been a few lunches where his lunch has been cocktail sausages with some kind of garnish with it. I don't know how healthy or nutritious cocktail sausages are. You know, he's going to be fine in cocktail parties.
So for weeks he's been talking about bearded dragons. See, homeschooling isn't going too well. It's so difficult. So I said to him, look, if you do your lessons without squealing like a pig, and then if we buy a bearded dragon book and you agree to read through it with me, you can have a bearded dragon for Christmas. And bless him, he's so excited. And now I've been reading the book, and apparently you need to feed them live crickets and worms and all sorts of things. So not only am I going to have a lizard of some sort slithering about, I'm also going to have live crickets and worms in my cupboard that I have to feed to the dragon. I don't think I'm ready for this.
About willies. Mia just found like one of those clip-on bike lights that you like clip on your top or something, or jacket or something.
Yeah.
He clipped it on his penis. As he came in and said, "Look at me!" It's going to be flashing penis.
Was he not crying? Was he not hurting?
No, it's not that tight. It's made of like silicone thing.
It was high time to buy Noah a new hat because it's pretty cold out there. And especially he's got one hat that he's been wearing for a long time and it just doesn't really fit him at all. And then he came back from school with the hat on and it fitted him. And I was a bit like, what's happening here? Why is it fitting all of a sudden? It's because I've been putting it on him the wrong way around, back to front all these years. He's had it for a couple of years. And it's always just sort of been a bit... It's just not quite, you know, like, and then the flaps are like, you know, so you can't quite see, but it was just the wrong way around. But it's really misleading because it's got like a button thing at the front. So, you know, I'm only taking 50% of the failure.
I hope that nobody from Southern Rail or the local bus company watches this, because you have to start paying for them when they're 5, and we haven't. So Mia knows. He's like, you know that you're 4 if anyone asks. You're 4, right? He's like, yeah, I know I'm 4. So basically I taught him to lie, just to save a few bobs.
So Noah had a bad cold, as in like really sniffly nose. And then I didn't put him to school on Friday, but you have to call the school office to tell them that your kid's not coming in. So within this 20-second phone message that I left, 3 times I shouted, but it's not coronavirus. He's got a bit of a sniffle, but it's not coronavirus. I don't want to put him to school in case somebody else gets his sniffle, but it's not coronavirus. And I'm sure he'll be back on Monday because it's not coronavirus. And then I hung up. I'm not even sure if I said my name or Noah's name, but you know, it's not coronavirus.
But it's not coronavirus.
It's not. Forgot to give him breakfast. This was a Saturday morning and I'd had a bit of a lie-in and he'd got out of bed early, come downstairs and Paul was here, and then he wasn't wanting to eat breakfast, so Paul didn't give him breakfast. And then I woke up and I thought that he had breakfast and just had my own breakfast, and by 11 o'clock he was pretty hangry. And then it was like,
I'm not giving you a snack.
yeah, it's like, no, you have to wait for lunch. And then it's like, did you feed him? No. Did I? No.
You know, before he goes to bed, he'll go for a wee. So he went to the toilet to have a wee, and he comes out of the toilet and he's, I could hear that he didn't flush. And I was like, did you flush? He's like, no. And I was like, well, can you go back, please, and flush the toilet? He's like, I'm not your servant.
Where's he heard that then?
Well, that's hard to say.
Noah started school this morning, yay! And I realised we didn't have a water bottle, we didn't have the gym bag or the book bag or the plimsolls or the t-shirt or the shorts, and I had to write. I gave him one of my gym bottles and I wrote on a white plastic, like a paper label, his name with a biro.
The other day, Mia was he was gonna jump from his bed and he was like, Mummy, look what I'm gonna do. And he's like preparing to jump and he's like, oh my fuck. And I was like, what did you say? It's like, oh my fuck, you say that. I was like, no, I do not say that.
Blimey.
And I was like, no, we say, oh my God, we would never say, oh my fuck. I mean, to be fair, we wouldn't. He's put some two things together.
Oh, dear.
Thanks for watching, guys. Please let us know your mum fails in the comments below, and please make sure you subscribe if you enjoyed this. Cheers.